Oh, look who we have today. My old friend, my old GSXR friend. It's been a while, right? It's been a while, right? I wonder if this is going to work on here. It's not really stuck on very well, so hopefully I won't have to stop because it flies off. Why am I on this bike? Well, so the last video I put up, I was saying about how I prefer to ride the GS because it's less likely to get stolen. Can you see me in there? And let's see if I can move this flap down a bit. Is that a bit better? Kinda. I'm afraid you're just going to have to put up with that. So I said the GS was less likely to get stolen, hence why I rode it in all the time. And guess what happened yesterday? Not mine, thank God, but a mate of mine's brand new GS Adventure got stolen. Literally just the other side of Oxford Street, which is where I park mine. Sometimes, not all the time. Oh my god, giving away location. And yeah, it got fucking nicked. Along with 2 other GS Adventures in one hit. So it's obviously some fucking gang of fucks. Fortunately, yesterday I took like a slacker's day off and worked from home, because if I had come in yesterday and parked it, it's pretty much in the same bay or the same area that I park, it would have gone. So this morning I'm just keeping an eye on this camera because I really don't want it to fall off and get run over. So I was panicking a bit last night. I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Where am I going to park? What am I going to do? So instead I decided to get the old girl out. The reason I've got a tail rack with a bag on it is because it's full of security chains. I didn't fancy wearing them on my back because they're so heavy. So I got a tail pack and the bag from my KTM, and hopefully we will be okay. I do have a couple of issues with this bike. One is I can't turn it off, and that's because the clutch switch, which on the Suzuki you have to pull the clutch in to start it, there's some dodgy wiring going on down here. So in order to start it, I have to cable tie the clutch lever in and fuck around with the wiring with my fingers. So it's not easy. So I can't start it. I mean, you can start it once and kind of go, but obviously what happened this morning, I started it, got on the bike, got down the road, stopped to put my, I don't know, I think I adjust the buttons on my coat because I left a bit of air in there. And I fucking stalled it, didn't I? So then I had to do it again at the side of the road. I've only got limited cable ties with me. So that was fun. What's that guy doing? Suckies are doing! And it's quite nice to be back on the old girl, I've got to say. But yeah, so back to this thievery shit. I mean, what the hell? What the... You can't have anything nice anymore. You just can't have anything nice. And it's now, that's it. I'm fuck off, mate. Now I've had enough. I've had enough of coming in here to this bloody town and getting all my shit nicked, sitting in traffic. That's it. It's over for me now. I'm definitely leaving. I'm leaving London. I think I'm going to still do the same work I do, but I'm just going to do it from out of town. And you know, it's been difficult with the staff, and no one really wants to leave, but I just can't face it anymore. Can't face it anymore. You've won, London. So yeah, lots of change going on in my life at the moment. Lots of change. Bring it on, bring it on. I've been really unhappy for for a long time now, so this is the last thing to try to change in my life, and I think it will help. I think just knowing that in the morning you don't have to get up and spend so long in this misery trying to get somewhere. By the time I get into London, I'm all stressed and I feel like shit anyway, so I don't really get much done when I'm here. So I'm going, because there doesn't seem to be no one really gives a shit if your bike gets nicked. No one cares. As I said in the last video, I had my Fireblade nicked. I don't think the police even turned up. They do seem to be better with my mate's GS that I put on Twitter and Instagram last night. But something's got to be done. Why is it acceptable that a 15 grand bike goes away and it's like, yeah, well, I got nicked, didn't it? Imagine walking into a post office and stealing 15 grand. Can you imagine the kind of the effort going in to find someone that robbed a post office? And if these people get caught, they get fuck all punishment. It's like, oh well, yeah, you stole a bike. No, fuck you, mate. You stole a fucking bike, and I'm sick of it. My mate's HP4 got nicked last year, and then you work it out and think, okay, well, and people are quite right. You know, you should just drive shitters into London, so it doesn't matter. But then, what's the point? You know, I go to work so I can afford nice things. I love motorcycles. That's what I spend my money on. That's what I spend it all on. And I don't have an opportunity to ride them because they get fucking stolen. So what's the point? What's the point of going into London to earn a lot of money to afford lots of bikes that you can't ride? It's bollocks. So, yeah, it's over. It's over. I'm going to find a little warehouse somewhere which is 5 times the size of my office here. And I actually will probably take some time out and just some chill time. You know, I've run my business for 12 years now. And don't get me wrong, I love it, but you know, and there's issues around doing it on your own, and I've tried getting other people involved and getting partners in. It's always gone badly. I got sued, taken to court, all this stuff, and you know, the stress levels are really high. When you run your own business, you never turn off. Even if you're on holiday, I've got to bring the laptop because, you know, whatever. In most people's jobs, you know, 9 to 5, you finish at 5 o'clock, you don't think about it till getting in the morning again, which is, you know, I know there's a lot to be said for job satisfaction, which running your business has a massive, huge job satisfaction. But there's also a lot to be said for leaving work at work and enjoying life. That's what life is about. And I don't want to strive to try and make a load of money now, because I don't think that money actually makes you happy. In my experience, I've been quite fortunate in the past. My circumstances have changed a little bit these days because of whatever reasons, but it doesn't make you any a happier person. And the thought that, you know, if you don't have money, you're unsuccessful, that's a load of shit. That's a load of shit. And it's so bad that people strive to put themselves in a poor life situation to try and get on and be successful, you know, successful. It's a load of shit. You know, happiness is a true measure of success. Doesn't matter how much you got in the bank. And you can't look at all these people that go out and buy all these stupid gadgets and devices and fast cars and think, oh, I want that, you know, and that's a measure of success. It's not a measure of success. I'm being a bit patronising here. You know, I'm sure lots of you know this, but I do get a lot of comments like, oh, what do you do for a living, you know, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's those guys that are starting out in the world. Just don't ever sacrifice happiness for the sake of money, because you've already lost. I mean, I think about, is this guy going to do a U-turn or is he going to go straight on? I think about the sacrifices that I've made. You know, it's cost me not just, you know, proper big relationships, but all my little relationships. Cost me friends, cost me loads. For what? Because I don't have any money to show for it anymore. Let's give it all away. But, you know, it's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. Don't try and stress about money. Of course, it makes some aspects of your life easier and better, but the more money you've got, the more problems. Yeah, more money, more problems. Jay-Z was right. The more money you got, the more money you spend. Anyway, it's digressing into a slightly different video, this bloody bike thieves. Just so unfair. Why do people feel that they can just come and take your shit? I'm probably right at the bottom of this camera angle, I'm sorry. I'll have to do it better next time. It's difficult jumping from different bikes and, nah. But just jumping back to this bike theft thing, something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. You know, a message to Westminster, to all councils across the country. You know, motorcycles are a hugely efficient and excellent way of navigating and transporting yourself around a capital city with lots of traffic and all that shit. But it's never really considered as a serious alternative. And it's not right, because they're so good. They're so good. Just the physical size of them means you can fit 3 in a lane. Parking, you know, where you park 3 cars, you could probably fit 25 bikes. They're efficient, and soon there'll be a huge amount of electric alternatives. Much better than an electric car. Much better. But yet they're not represented, and it's not right. And everyone will be better off. And all the people, I feel sorry for all the delivery drivers and the van drivers and shit that have to sit in this shit. If you got rid of the cars and everyone rode bikes, that would be a lot easier too. So we've got to do something. I don't know. If I can help, this is a message to any, you know, crime forces, police, whatever, about bikes and shit. If I can help do something, if you've got ideas, if I can help do something to spread the word and help this wave of bike theft, let me know.